Hey guys, so today I want to share with you 7 tips on what really helped me during my fitness journey and continues to help me daily. My hope would be that you're able to take some of these tips and utilize them on your own fitness journey and your own healthy lifestyle in the best way. So I hope you like this video. Let's get right into it. So tip number 1 would be to prioritize your nutrition. I cannot express this enough. My first few years of having a healthy lifestyle, I did not prioritize my nutrition. I kind of ate whatever, thinking that no matter how much I worked out, that would cancel out my bad diet and benefit me, but it did not. I saw the most progress whenever I started to put my nutrition first. That is number 1 above all. I don't care how much you work out, do what works for you, but I feel like that is what has helped me the most. And that doesn't go to say that there's only one way to go about it. There's so many things out there. There is counting your macros, there's the ketogenic diet, there is Whole30. There are so many things, and I am not biased to one particular thing. I think you need to do what works best for you. What worked best for me throughout my journey was tracking my macros, because I really got a hand on what carbohydrates, what protein, what fat I was putting into my body. And that really helped me to be able to truly see that I was eating so much more than I thought I was. And I feel like knowing those calculations and knowing what all of those different things mean are really going to help me in the long run. I used MyFitnessPal. That worked for me. I know there's a lot of different apps out there, but that is what worked best for me as far as tracking goes. And I've gotten to a point where I don't even have to use it anymore. I just eat intuitively, because now I know what foods have carbohydrates or fats or protein. So it's a lot easier for me to track in my head throughout the day, or to just be mindful and aware of what I'm putting into my body. So again, I feel that you do what's best for you. Don't let someone tell you that what you are doing is wrong. If it's working for you, it's working for you. If it's not, maybe you do some adjusting. But I will say that putting nutrition first on my own fitness journey tremendously helped me. I know there are a lot of fad diets out there. There's lose 10 pounds in a week, this military diet. Let's do this cleanse over here that's gonna help you lose 20 pounds in a month. There are just so many things out there, and the way I see it, if it comes off fast, it'll probably come back fast as well. Find what works for you, find what you're able to be consistent with, and stick to it. My number 2 tip is don't overthink it. I feel like I did that so much. It was constantly, oh, well, the holidays are coming up. I can't start now. Oh, I'm just gonna start on Monday. There are just so many excuses you can think of, and what truly helped me that someone told me is the time is going to pass anyway. Why not make small changes here and there? Because those small changes are going to add up regardless of if you're being 100% on point, which is nearly impossible to do for your lifetime. Small changes here and there are going to make a difference. You're going to see changes. So why not just start now? And once you start to see those changes, it's going to get easier. And it's only going to motivate you more to continue to push and push and push, because you're going to become obsessed with seeing those changes and obsessed with seeing your body improve and all the things that your body can do that you never realized because you didn't give it a chance. So I would say just stick to it. If you don't have a gym membership, do an at-home workout. There are so many different YouTube videos you can look up. Go for a run around the block. You're gonna find new ways to implement health into your lifestyle. You know, for instance, in the morning, you may be having 3 eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and a bagel. Maybe make some small changes there and have 1 egg, 2 egg whites, maybe some turkey bacon, and an orange. Like, just little changes here and there, and you're gonna see change. It's just a matter of being consistent and continuing to implement more and more changes. So that would be a tip of mine, is not to overthink it. Just do it. If you fail, get back up and keep going, because it's going to make a difference. My 3rd tip is going to be do not restrict or deprive yourself of food. There is no such thing to me as good or bad food. It's a matter of how much of it you are consuming. If you are eating 100% clean through the week, not allowing yourself to have any sort of treat, being miserable, sticking to, you know, chicken and broccoli and vegetables, and maybe that does work for you. So if it does, kudos to you. I could never do that. It's just so hard. So if you're craving a sweet, go get a little piece of dark chocolate. If you are craving, you know, a pancake in the morning, maybe make a protein pancake, or maybe get some low-fat waffles. Like, there are so many different alternatives you can have, especially nowadays. The options are endless, and I feel like it's only getting easier to maintain a healthy lifestyle, because I feel like if you deprive yourself all throughout the week and you're just miserable, hating your diet, hating what you're eating, Whenever the weekend comes, you're more than likely going to binge and go overboard, much overboard. And I say this because I've experienced this myself. So I would say have little treats here and there, create a balance. It's all about moderation, really. So if you're able to do that when the weekend comes, those treat meals are not going to seem like such a big deal that you're constantly thinking about, and therefore you're not going to go overboard, and you're not going to lose your week's worth of progress in 2 days of binging because you're not going to binge. You're still treating yourself, you're just satisfying your body in the best way. It can be so easy to just throw it all away on the weekend, your week's worth of hard work all gone down the drain because you were so miserable, and on the weekend you just went crazy with the food. Like I said, I know from personal experience. So, have little things in moderation here and there. Don't deprive yourself. And for me, I feel like that's how you create a healthy and balanced lifestyle, and that's what makes it maintainable. So that would be my tip number 3, is to not restrict yourself. Tip number 4 would be to take lots of pictures. That is one thing that I'm so happy I did at the beginning of my fitness journey. I'm able to go back and look at these pictures, use them as my own motivation because I am my only competition. And just to see progress. I feel like the scale can sometimes mess with your head a little bit. Say you wake up in the morning and you weigh 150 pounds, and then by the end of the day, you go and step back on that scale and you're 152.5. To some people, that is scary, especially people who don't know how their body works, who don't know how the scale works. You're drinking water throughout the day, you're eating food. The scale is going to go up, and that's inevitable. So I feel like for some people, it is best to just take those pictures, maybe take one picture every Friday morning. Take it at the same time of day every week. So I prefer to take mine on Friday mornings on an empty stomach after I've used the bathroom. And that way those pictures are consistent each week, and you'll be able to see consistent progress, and you'll be able to know if what you did that week worked, if there's some tweaking to be done, and you can go from there. And then you're able to create this really cool progress picture at the end. That has been my favorite thing, is to just go back and compare pictures from then to now. So that is my tip number 4, is to take pictures. Tip number 5 would be to add variety into your workouts. That is one thing for me. It is so easy for me to get bored doing the same thing over and over and over again. For the longest time, I would do 45 minutes to an hour of a particular muscle group, maybe a couple muscle groups at once, and then do 20 to 30 minutes of cardio. And that just starts to get dreadful just because it's so boring. So I like to add little things like HIIT, maybe some sprints on the Stairmaster, maybe even a workout video. Just little things here and there to mix it up. I also love to add in supersets to my workouts, which is doing 2 separate exercises back to back with no break in between, and that is considered one set. That always helps me a lot to do that. It kind of breaks up your workout, helps you from getting bored, and my thing is whenever you get bored, try something else. So for instance, right now I started implementing a kickboxing inspired class into my workout routine. Little things here and there truly help. Always switch it up. If you start to get bored, if you start to hate your workouts, you shouldn't ever hate your workouts. You're not always going to be motivated, but the more fun you make those workouts, the more involved you're going to be, and the better those workouts are going to be. And that doesn't go to say that you're not going to have bad ones. It happens to all of us. All of us lack motivation at times. I always say a bad workout is better than no workout at all. So I just say, get in there, try something different, try something new, mix it up every now and then, and I don't think you'll have a problem staying consistent with your workouts. Tip number 6 would be, do not expect overnight results. That is something else that I struggled with a ton throughout my fitness journey. So I would expect, in a week to see that the scale went down 10 pounds. I, again, did those fad diets where I expected to lose so much weight, and then I was so upset whenever the next week I was back up to where I started. So I would say do not expect overnight results. It may not happen in a week, it may not happen in a month, it may not happen in a couple months, but stick to it, stay consistent. If you need help, maybe seek help from a trainer, from a nutritionist, but I would say either way, it's not going to happen overnight, and you have to go into it knowing that, because if you don't, you're almost setting yourself up for failure. So the main thing is to stick with it, stay consistent, know that you are bettering your body, yourself, your health. Mentally, it's going to help you, and look at all the positives that are going to come from it, no matter how much time it takes to reach your goals. So stay consistent, the results are going to come. You can do it. My last but very not least tip, number 7, is to find your why. Why are you doing it? Why are you wanting to focus on your health and your nutrition? Are you doing it for a vacation in 5 months? Are you doing it maybe because you struggle getting up to play with your kids? Maybe you're doing it to see that number on the scale that you longed for so long to see. No matter what it is, find that why. I, for so long, felt myself comparing myself to others, feeling like I needed to look like other people, and not seeing the true benefits that I was going to get out of living this lifestyle, knowing that my health is going to be better. I'm not going to have the acid reflux I used to have anymore. Maybe it'll make these headaches go away. Like, I have a lot of underlying issues, and I'm not going to say that this lifestyle has completely cured every single one, but it has helped me tremendously, and I wouldn't change a thing. And the moment that I started competing with myself and not others was the moment that I saw true change, and I was able to stick to it, and I felt like I had something worth fighting for. It has truly been my therapy. It has helped me mentally, emotionally, physically, and it continues to every day. And once you start to see what it can do for you, you're gonna run full force, nonstop, doing everything you can to continue to see those results, because the sky is the limit, and there is no point in stopping whenever it's only benefiting you. And as you continue to see those results, you're not gonna wanna stop. And once you figure out your why, it'll be eye-opening the changes that you're able to make after that. So that would be my number 7 tip, is to find your why and use that to your advantage and go run at your goals full force. Okay guys, that is my 7 tips on what helped me in my fitness journey. I truly hope it helped you. I hope that you stay positive. I pray that you crush it. Pray that you find what works for you and that you run at it full force. Figuring out the steps to get there is the easy part, but sticking to it, finding the motivation and the courage and the strength to push through and to actually put those steps into action is what's going to truly set you apart. And I know you can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. It's not a straight path. There's gonna be bumps along the way, a heck of a lot of them, a lot more than I thought possible. But stay consistent, stick to it, find what works for you, and I promise you will be so happy you did, and you will never look back. I hope this video helped someone out there. If you like this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up, comment any suggestions you have, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.